Hey you guys, welcome back. Today we are talking about how I did a no spend month for the first time in my life. So February was the month that I did a no spend month. I couldn't buy literally anything unless it was on a grocery list or we absolutely needed it. First of all, I wanted to talk about why did I do this. The reason why I wanted to do this is because in the month of January, we really kept every single receipt from groceries. And we counted that we spent $2,000 a month on groceries, and I was shocked. I didn't realize how expensive or how much money we were spending. And then I reflected back, and I've never kept every single receipt from everything that I've ever bought in a month. And I wanted to see how much am I spending. So instead of doing that, I was like, I'm just not going to spend anything. I'm not going to spend any more money. This was definitely a challenge for me. I've never done something like this. And I'm not someone who waits to buy something. If I see it, I like it, I buy it. Like the song. I'm very not into waiting because I don't know. I think it's just that instant gratification, and I'm pretty good at knowing what I like. So I'm like, oh, I want that. I can have it. Whatever. It's a necklace. It's a t-shirt. It's whatever. A bag. It doesn't matter what it is. But what has helped me now, like not spending money for a month, really puts a mirror and shows you where you're spending and your habits and honestly why you're doing it. So the first thing I realized, I was like, I have an extreme shopping addiction. And the reason why I realized this is I was on Instagram and an ad would be served to me and I'm like, this is so cute, I should buy it. Swipe and I'm like, wait a minute, I no spend month, I can't do it. And that happened to me, I'm not joking you, multiple times a day, every day. Until probably the end of February, this doesn't work on me anymore. I kind of became numb to it, but I realized how low almost of a threshold I have for saying yes to buying something. Some of my friends are like, oh, I need to think about it. Maybe this is too expensive. I'm not spending $100 on this. For me, I'm like, it's fine. Like such a low tolerance, almost no friction to buying at all. So that was very interesting to learn. The second thing I realized how many things I used to buy on Amazon and I literally don't need any of them. I'm not joking, you guys, every single month between $500 to $1,000 on Amazon stuff. Clothes, trinkets, things for the kids. I don't know, just the most random things. First of all, the first week I completely deleted the Amazon app from my phone. So every time the influencer would share something in Amazon and I would swipe up, it would not take me to the app. It would have to take me to the web browser. And not having the app actually is helpful because you don't see what's in your cart, what you have seen before. It kind of makes you basically scroll on Amazon. So I deleted the app. The second thing I did, I freezed my Amazon credit card. I was like, this is just not happening. I just want the purchases to be declined. And I want, if I'm buying anything, which I bought 2 things, I'll tell you about that in a second. I want them to go through my main American Express credit card. That was eye-opening. And my statement came back. It was like $27. I was like, oh my God, what is this? I've never had a statement that was like under a few $100s. So the things that I bought on Amazon this month, I needed to buy a birthday present for his birthday party that my son was going to. And it was like, I don't know, under $20 or under. And then I needed to buy books for my son. He's gotten very into putting the Yodo card now into the Yodo player and listening to the books. And I'm okay with spending money on books because he actually sits there and looks at the books and listens. I'm okay spending money on that. So I bought him like 4 books or maybe 5, which was like about $50. $10 a book. There was one thing that I bought for myself and it was a tripod because my tripod kind of broke and I couldn't really use it, and because I make content online, I've wanted one for a long time. I can spend it was like $20 to justify a new tripod. Those were the only things I bought on Amazon, which for me is very good. So the next thing I noticed is I live next to a Target. So sometimes you're like, oh, let me just pop into Target. Couldn't pop into Target anymore because I couldn't just browse around. I was doing a no spend month. So again, it was one of those things. Instead of doing like Target pickup, you'll be on your phone. You're like, oh, this is a cute sweatshirt. Oh, this is a cute hair claw. Let me just add it to cart. And because it's literally down the road from me, I can just be like, oh, I'll pick it up. I couldn't do that. So basically didn't spend any money on Target. I just bought diapers this month, which was very good for me. There was one thing I did purchase and it was electrolytes, and it was instant hydration. They were doing some kind of sale and I was like, I can justify this because I drink electrolytes every single day. 50% off. I can get 4 boxes. It's going to be like the price of 2 or 3, which I was fine with as well because it's something that I'm using every single day and it's not like a clothing purchase. It's actually something I am going to use up, which made me feel a little bit better. But honestly, guys, that's all I bought, which for me, when there's no Amazon packages coming, my husband is like shocked. He's like, where is the delivery man today? And it really made my eyes open to things. We're in the process of trying to move cross country. And obviously, if you guys don't know, that's a lot of finances and costs. But then also, if you're buying and selling a house, you want to make sure like your credit is super squeaky clean. You're not ranking up credit cards or anything like that. You're just focusing on actually eliminating debt. This is such good practice before we really go into that season of buying and selling because I just want to get rid of all the debt. This was a huge realization. I sold stuff on Facebook Marketplace because I was like, I don't need this stuff. I have bags and shoes. I made $600 in a weekend because I was just selling random stuff like shoes, bags, and old baby stuff that I'm no longer using. Guys, that's wild. You're just sitting on thousands of dollars probably of stuff that you can just sell on Facebook Marketplace, which I'm still selling stuff, by the way. Hopefully this goes out and people buy it. It was just so eye-opening where you can cut hundreds of dollars in spending and then actually earn money by selling all the stuff that you have that you're not using. So you're increasing the amount of money that you're keeping and or getting. If you are thinking about doing a no spend month, actually one of my best friends did it and we kept each other accountable. I highly recommend it because all purchasing that's not thought through is a dopamine hit. And then once the package comes, you're like, oh, that's fine. And you're on to the next one. And you're on TikTok Shop, and you're on Instagram, and you're on Amazon, you're in Target. It's just like constant dopamine, instant reward. And we live in such an environment where everything is instant. We don't have to wait for anything. Nothing is delayed gratification anymore. It's just instant. And it's so bad. And again, if you're going to do something like this, you can't just rely on willpower is what I say. You need a system. So for me, it was like pausing my credit cards, freezing them, or leaving them in your house. Put them in a different envelope or a wallet and just leave them in a drawer. That's a system. That's not a willpower thing. And there were days that I'm like, oh, maybe I should just go buy something for myself as a reward for not spending money. Guys, it's so freaking manipulative in your mind. I was like, what kind of reward is that? Like, you're just doing this just to actually just prove that you're a normal human being and you can do this. You know what I mean? And of course, be intentional. I needed to go to this birthday party. We were invited. It was one of our closest friends, right? I wanted to buy something nice for the gift. And it was okay to spend the money because that was going towards something that's important to me. Buying another claw clip or buying another sweater or necklace, I don't need those types of things on Amazon. Do you know what I mean? So as I move into 26, this is a very transformative year for me in so many ways. I'm really looking at finances and seeing, why am I buying this? Why am I even prompted to buy this, right? Can I hold off? Can this be something special? Do I already own this? Can I get it used? Can I thrift it? When I was on Facebook Marketplace, I was actually looking for a dresser for my son, and I literally could get one of these and refinish it myself, do something with my hands. It's going to be a bit more analog. I'm not scrolling on my phone, and actually put in some love and effort and maybe create this dresser that I'm trying to find online. I can buy a used dresser for $50, $100, put in some time and effort into it, and then have this beautiful dresser, because anything that's nice and beautiful is thousands of dollars. Why are we doing things like this? I'm really moving into a space of where I'm on my phone less. I am creating intentionally. When I sit here, when I film, when I'm making Instagram reels, it's so intentional and so scheduled into my day that I just don't have the time to be scrolling anymore. You know what I mean? So I'm finding ways to create and bring hobbies into my life, like doing a puzzle. Maybe it's knitting, maybe it's furniture. Maybe I'll do something and create something and learn a new skill. So just like this month taught me so many different things about spending, how I'm spending, why am I spending, do I need to be spending on these things, and then just getting creative on reusing items. And honestly, if I'm not using, somebody else will. When I'm posting it on Facebook Marketplace, people are buying it. So I just urge you to just reflect, and maybe you do a no spend month, maybe you do a low spend month. But I just needed that cold turkey thing because I truly believe I had a crazy shopping addiction that was undiagnosed, if that makes any sense. Let me know if you guys have ever done a no spend month or a low spend month, and what have you learned about yourself. I think I'm going to carry this into March as well. I'm going to be very mindful of spending, and to be honest, I think clothing and jewelry and anything like that, fashion wise, I'm just not buying anymore until we move, because I just think that I really need to teach myself how to use the things that I have. I have a closet full of things. I have every single thing you can imagine. So I need to create a way to reuse them, rewear them, and if I don't, sell them. If I truly need something, like there is one thing that I know I need to buy, and it's socks. And it's like these Hanes socks that I always buy from Amazon, but I'm waiting until it's March and I can buy them. I'm filming this like at the end of February. Those are the things that I truly need socks, because I don't have any. But everything else, I need another claw clip. I know I keep bringing that example up, but I saw this claw clip and this is so beautiful. And I wear a claw clip basically every day, but I have like 7. I don't need another one. Do you know what I mean? So I highly encourage you to do it. Let me know if you have done it in the past. Drop it in the comments. I'm so interested of how you guys work this, if you've done it, and maybe I'll report back and let you know how I'm purchasing later in the year, and if it's more intentional, and what am I buying, what am I not buying still. So hopefully this was helpful.